There's a certain comfort that comes with seeing a nurse, right? The calm voice, the gentle touch, the reassuring smile that seems to say, "Don't worry, you're safe now." But what if that smile was hiding something truly sinister? What if the one person you trusted to save a life was actually the reason it was ending? This is the chilling, true story of Genene Jones, a pediatric nurse who earned the horrifying nickname, the Angel of Death. Born in Texas in 1950, Genene was often described as dedicated, confident, and even compassionate by her colleagues. She chose to work in pediatric intensive care units, surrounded by the most vulnerable and innocent of patients' tiny lives that depended entirely on her care. But beneath that nurturing exterior, a dark and dangerous impulse was growing. You see, psychologists would later say, Genene had a severe hero complex. She craved the validation and praise that came from being a lifesaver, even if it meant she had to create the crisis herself. Soon, a terrifying pattern began to emerge. Infants and toddlers in her care would suddenly and inexplicably go into cardiac arrest. Their small bodies would seize, their breathing would stop, and like clockwork, Genene was always there. She'd be the first to rush in, performing dramatic, heroic measures. Sometimes, miraculously, the child would pull through and she would be showered with praise, but far more often, they didn't make it. At first, the hospital administration dismissed the alarming trend as a string of tragic coincidences. But the statistics were impossible to ignore. The death rate on the pediatric ward skyrocketed whenever Genene Jones was on duty, and plummeted the moment her shift ended. Behind the scenes, other nurses started whispering. They noticed strange injections, vials with tampered labels, and crucial medications that had gone missing. The horrifying truth was finally uncovered when investigators found traces of powerful drugs, like succinylcholine and heparin in the victim's medications that, in the wrong dose, could stop a child's heart in an instant, and whose name was all over the medical records for these incidents. Genene Jones. The full investigation revealed a reality more awful than anyone could have imagined. She wasn't saving lives. She was deliberately causing medical emergencies just so she could swoop in and play the hero. Dozens of children lost their lives, all to satisfy her twisted hunger for attention. Even after her arrest, Genene showed no remorse. In interviews, her voice remained eerily steady, almost detached, as if she couldn't comprehend why she was being seen as a monster. She was sentenced to life in prison. In a shocking twist, an old Texas law almost granted her early parole. But determined prosecutors reopened old cases, bringing new charges to ensure the Angel of Death would never harm anyone again. It's a terrifying thought. A woman who took an oath to heal used her knowledge to destroy. The nurse's uniform, a symbol of care, became a costume for evil. It really makes you question, how well do we truly know the people we place our trust in? Thanks for watching. If you found this story as chilling as I did, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more true crime stories. Stay safe out there.